Alright everyone, today we're working on a 99 Mazda Protege with a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine, and today we're going to be cleaning the mass airflow sensor, and we're also going to run a cleaner through the intake here right behind the throttle body. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is, of course, you want to disconnect your battery for safety, and then after that we're going to go ahead and undo this bolt here, which is a 10mm bolt. We can go ahead and undo this bolt here, loosen this one up. That's also a another 10mm bolt, and may remove, we'll remove this right here off the intake just to make it a little bit easier to move this intake hose. And first thing we'll do is the mass airflow, so I'll let you guys see that. Okay, so I've gone ahead and loosened up both of our hose clamps already here and here. You're also going to want to remove the prongs here that hold the airbox in place. Already got the ones on the other side. And then also, to make it a little bit easier to move this guy, you're going to want to remove the harness here that goes to the actual sensor. There we go, that's unplugged, and now we should be able to gently lift our air cleaner box off the hose. And right there you see the air filter. And let me put this camera down for 1 second and I'll show you what's coming up. Okay, so we remove the air cleaner box off the intake hose, and just through there, I don't know if you guys can see it really well, but just through there, that is where the actual mass airflow sensor is. I don't know if you can see the prongs up there, but you do not want to touch those, but that is what you're going to be aiming for with the spray. And you're also going to go from the front side here. There you go, it's a better shot of the sensor. And we're going to aim for those prongs and just all around the area there, cleaning it with our mass airflow spray. Alright, and this is the spray I'm using here. It's called CRC, is the brand, Mass Airflow Cleaner. And it's a sensor safe spray, and I like to use these versus just a regular intake cleaner or carburetor cleaner, because these here come pre-oiled for the electrical contacts, or for the contacts I mean. So you're just going to want to aim in there, give a couple good sprays, and then you don't have to do this, but I like to go ahead and also spray in from the other side, just like we did before. And with the mass airflow spray, it really only takes a couple bursts to clean up debris that's there. And I removed the rest of the intake hose, and there you can see the throttle body right there. There's a little butterfly plate. And we're going to go ahead and then spray this off too. And here we'll be able to use our intake cleaner. And we're just going to wipe off any debris that we see right around the plate. That would just keep it from functioning as efficiently as it can. Okay, now is when we're going to use our other spray, carb cleaner spray, or any intake spray. And you're just going to want to spray right in front of that butterfly. Not too much. You don't want a lot of runoff, especially if the vehicle's hot, because this stuff here ignites very quickly. And just take a clean, lint-free rag and just clean up that area, and you'll see all the stuff coming off, all the little carbon. But it's been done on this car recently. Just showing you guys how to do it here. Alright, so we got it nice and pretty clean right there. So now we're going to assemble it back together. And then the last thing we're going to use, and you don't have to do this, but we're just going to run it through. It's a 3M intake system cleaner. It's got a nice little lengthy hose and shoots out a nice foggy mist that you will actually run through the intake while it's running. And I know shops will do this. You can go to a dealership and get this done as well. But this is just how you can tackle this project at home by yourself. Get everything reassembled. You can go ahead and tighten this clamp down. You're not going to want to tighten this one down, but I just went ahead and put it together just so you can see the alignment marks to make sure everything's lined up the right way. There's also another nice little alignment mark right here. That just lets you know everything is put back the way you got it, so you shouldn't have any kind of false reads the mass airflow sensor itself isn't tilted or turned in any kind of way other than stock. So it's back on the way we found it. And of course, you're going to want to plug in your sensor that we unplugged. And then also we're going to rehook up the battery here. And then we're going to go ahead and attach our hose, get the car started. And in case you're curious what this 3M stuff looks like here, when it's run in your vehicle, it just shoots out a nice little fog. I don't know if you can see that fog there. All right. And that's what it's going to do while the vehicle's running. Okay, this is what the system looks like hooked up. You can see the intake tubing is actually loose, so this hose is fitted in there. And I actually put it right into that little slot that the factory put in, so you can, line it back up to your arrow. But that's where it sits. They can also ask you to make sure it sits straight. So once you push this tab right here, it'll actually lock in, and you can unlock it by pushing this bottom piece. But push the tab down, it's going to lock. Leave it sitting upright and increase your RPMs slowly from 500 to 1,000 RPMs. Just do it slow, and I think the most important part of it is to keep it constant. And it should take about 15 minutes. All right, we are in the car now with our system running, and right now it's actually just idling. You can definitely increase the RPMs. I'm just gonna let you see how it looks over here while it runs. And it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but you can actually see the solvent running through the hose here. So it's kind of hard to see, but that's how you can actually tell that it's running into the intake. So it's coming right here to the throttle body, and as the car is breathing and creating its own vacuum, of course, it's coming in through this intake here and cleaning out the whole intake down along to where the ports go into the actual head of the car, and right around the injectors here. Now, I don't think that there's any better way to clean an intake out than actually taking the intake apart and actually, letting it soak and clean it that way. But for in between those periods of time, which, you probably do that once every 100,000 miles. But anyways, between that, this is a really easy system you can use to clean the intake while the vehicle's running. It's not too involved. I think anyone can do this at home. Okay, and here we are back in the car, just holding our RPMs nice and steady while the system runs through. So like I said, this will take about 15 minutes, maybe a little more, but that's it. Once you're done, you can go ahead and take that 3M tubing out, or air intake tubing cleaner out. Go ahead and retighten down the bolt on the actual throttle body, and you should be good to go. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope this helps somebody out.